Tokyo has one of the world's most extensive urban rail networks, with 40 million passengers using the rail system daily. There are over 100 passenger rail lines serving the Tokyo area itself, run by different operators. The largest and most well-known one is JR East, running famous lines like the Yamanote Line and Shinkansens connecting areas all over Japan. However, apart from the trains, there is also the extensive subway network, with the largest operator being Tokyo Metro. Tokyo Metro runs 9 lines currently, and its stations span most of the important areas of Tokyo, including Shinjuku, Shibuya, Ikebukuro, and Tokyo, sharing a design with the second biggest subway operator, the Toei Subway, owned by the Tokyo Metropolitan Bureau of Transportation. Stations and lines are easily recognizable by a colored circle with an alphabet in the middle.
Today, we're here to uncover some of the interesting facts about Tokyo Metro, as well as some tips to make your trip more enjoyable, should you find yourself amongst one of Tokyo's most used transport systems.
Let's start with the entrances of these stations. Many of the metro stations are home to not just one, but multiple subway lines, and thus, when you pass by a station entrance, you might see the subway lines you can take there on the display board. Why is the placement of the lines like this? For all entrances built from 2004 onwards, the placement is in fact based on the distance from that entrance to the ticket gate of the corresponding line, from the nearest on the left to the farthest on the right. While Google and other applications may already tell you what the optimal compartment for boarding is, they don't tell you the details about it. What if you are carrying a heavy suitcase and need to use the elevator? Well, look no more, because on every platform of every subway station, there will be multiple boards like this. Not only will you be able to see what's the best compartment for transferring to a different line, or the compartment with quickest access for an exit at all stations along that line, you can also see if there are stairs, escalators, or elevators available. They also show some useful information, such as which compartment is nearest to the station's toilet or help desk. Oh, while we're on the topic of transferring between different lines, you might find yourself seeing displays like this, with a mysterious line above the subway lines available for transfer at a station. With more compact stations, sometimes you may be able to transfer by just crossing the platform, but more often than not, you may have to exit the gate and enter another one to catch the next leg of your journey. That is indicated by the line. If the line is orange, it means that you are transferring to a line run by the same company. But a yellow line means that you are transferring to a line run by another company, which also means it will cost a bit more. While cases might vary, generally, there's a stereotype that Japanese people tend to arrive early, so it may not be a big issue for them. But for someone like me that likes to sleep in, here's something that I've painfully learned. If the train is scheduled to be at a certain time, you can bet that most of the time it will be closing its doors just a little bit before and leaving on the dot. So next time, if you see that the train is supposed to start at 12:05, it's best that you get to the platform by 12:04, or there's a high chance you'll have missed it. And if you're anything like me, always on the verge of being late, you're probably going to be trying to dash on board last minute, which is quite dangerous. To warn people from doing that, Tokyo Metro has a cute little poster reminding you that you might get hurt. So, what's so special about it? The design changes every year, with the zodiac animal of the year. So while last year's design was like this, with the tiger, they've now changed it to this one, with the rabbit. I never really thought about it until it was pointed out to me. But in fact, every metro station has their own special little jingle. Well, jingles, because most of the time, there's 2 or more. The melodies chosen are either composed specifically for that station, or tunes chosen with a meaning behind it. For example, here's the jingle for Akihabara, known as the place of origination for the famous idol group AKB48. The tune chosen is thus from Koi Suru Fortune Cookie. a very popular and well-known song from the group. On the other hand, here's the jingle for Nihonbashi. From a famous folk song called Oedo Nihonbashi, which starts with lyrics referring to the name of the station itself. Korakue, home to the famous Tokyo Dome for baseball matches, has 3 jingles, with one being Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
It's very fascinating, and if you're interested, here is a link to all the different melodies for the stations. If you enjoyed this type of content, please let me know in the comments, like the video, and subscribe. And I'll be back with more interesting content soon. See you next time!